welcome everybody to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 17th of July. Now, if you have tapped on and you are new to my channel here, I talk a lot about the Great Awakening process and I also discuss the current global energies as well. So stay watching. There might be a message for you to receive today and we'll get started and we'll see what comes up. Now, I'm getting that government is lifting the hurdles that have been put in front of people. So this is the people waking up. This is not you if you're watching my channel. We get around hurdles. Hurdles are not a problem for us. But these people waking up, the hurdles are being lifted because the government wants these people waking up to have a smoother path in their agenda. It's showing me like the highway. And it's just, these people are just going straight towards, as we know, the reset agenda. But people are seeing it now and they're wanting to veer off. So I talked yesterday about people veering off at different times in their awakening process, veering off the path and going down their own path. Well, now they're kind of showing me people going towards these government agendas and the reset are doing U-turns. They want to go back to their old life. So it's showing me them driving along the highway. This is the people waking up and doing a U-turn and wanting to go back. But as we know here on my channel, there is no going back. Our lives have changed forever. We've known that since the start of all this pandemic rollout, that our lives dramatically changed and we had to filter through the garbage in order to move our life into a more fulfilling and a more positive direction. And finally, we've found that. Certainly on my channel here, we've called it Terra Bella, meaning beautiful earth, and we're all finding our sort of happy places again, and we're doing things that ignite our soul and make us feel alive and make us feel much stronger. So this is what the people now that we're heading down that road, they're starting to do their U-turns and they're wanting to go back to their old lives. But we know that's not going to happen. They can't go back to their old lives. But at least they're turning around. They're turning around. And when you think of turning around, that means they're turning their back on the government and what is rolling out towards them. And this is great. We need them to turn their back on this, just like we did. So I'll see where else we go with this today. Yeah, I'm getting these global leaders and government are reaching like breaking point. They want to get these people corralled back in. I keep talking about it. They're trying to close the cattle gate and herd everybody back in. And I think we could pretty much say, well, definitely here in Australia, maybe where you guys are living too, they are push, the jab, the masks. We're almost like just gone back in time. It's like we've gone back 2.5 years to 3 years. And it's, oh my gosh, doom and gloom. The B5 variant is taking over. The hospitals are in red alert. Everything's going south again. We've got to get a handle on this. So it's all drama and extreme number of deaths being told on the news, and it's all this fear, anxiety. Let's raise everybody back into that vibration of panic, which isn't really working now because so many people are seeing it and they're turning their back on it, which is great. We need people to do this. So that's what I'm getting today, that people they're turning away from the garbage because these people are trying to get that, or government are trying to get that control. They need to regain control to keep everything rolling out. They don't want people seeing the truth because they've hidden it so well for 3 years. They don't want to lose control of all this now. It'd be like somebody cutting the strings on your puppets and your puppets all fall to the ground and you no longer got control of them. And we know who all the puppets are, and we know some of them puppet masters, but this is that example of someone comes along and sabotages and cuts the strings and your puppets fall to the ground, and these people in control, for example, Bill Gates, Fauci, all these other people who are, you know, controlling the puppet show, lose their control. So this is why they're trying to reherd everybody back into that that process and that thought process of panic. They are actually talking again here, and be warned, I talked about it the other day, that they're going to focus again on the unjabbed, and we're not to take any notice of that because otherwise we give that more fuel. So you've got to turn and look away from that as well. But again, they're focusing a lot, in Australia here anyway, about how wonderful it is that everybody got the jab, and it has helped to really stop the spread of this really horrific virus. That, mind you, everybody seems to have had, but of course they think they wouldn't have had it so bad because they've all been jabbed, and they've all saved us, apparently, is how they actually think as well. So remember, they're still in that thought process. So that's why I always talk about protecting ourselves and staying really strong, and removing ourselves from that narrative and not giving that any more fuel. We don't need to do these arguments anymore because we are the proof. We're still here. We're still getting on with our lives. They can see that. It's obvious, but it's like this elephant in the room that no one wants to talk about. And all the while, the big agenda keeps rolling out about the jabs and how this variant and that variant, but we're all over here just like piling up over here, more and more people piling up behind our fence over here in Wilson's world, which I talk about a lot, where we're looking from behind. I'm still getting that today. We've become like the elephant in the room. Oh gosh. I'll see what else we get today. No one wants to speak about it, do they? Because then it might just expose the truth. Don't be surprised. My husband and I are saying we still wouldn't be surprised if they locked us up so they can hide us away and not let people see that we're still around, living our best lives, mind you, and having fun. I'll just see what else we go today. I'm getting it. People can't stand the bullshit anymore. People know they're being fed garbage. Look, not all. We know there's a lot that still believe it's all very real and frightening, but there's a lot of people that can feel this is garbage now. And when it comes to other matters, for example, farmers in Netherlands, we've had farmers stand up here in Victoria, New South Wales now. People are standing up everywhere. I think America started that, and Canada, you started that. People now know that they're coming after land, and that's ringing real alarm bells in these people because they know and they're trying to understand why this is happening. How has this got anything to do with climate change is what people are trying to work out. I mean, you try doing the maths on all of this, it's goddamn complicated, and we've followed it since the beginning and we still find it complicated. Imagine how these people are that are just seeing it for the very first time. You know, it's that jigsaw puzzle again. Pieces are missing from the jigsaw, and all they've got is the little bit in the center, and they've got to try and piece all this together on the outside so that they can paint themselves a whole picture. This is the people waking up. I'll see what else there is. Yeah, people waking up, they just don't want to let go of their old life. They really don't want to let go of their old life. And they don't want to believe that this is true. And we can understand that. This has been the most tiring, exhausting process, not just for us. This is tiring for these people who are being dictated to, told what to do, get this jab, get that jab, not forgetting that the whole time most of them have been sick. Some have had it twice. Here in Australia now, they're saying with that BA5 variant that the waning time of the jabs is not 12 weeks anymore, it's 4 weeks. So imagine what they're going through, that exhausting process of thinking, oh my God, have I got to now have this jab every 4 weeks, like to keep my immune system up? Or every 4 weeks they're back on par with us, the unjabbed or the vaccine injured, or if you've lost your jobs with mandates, you know, these things are cruel. So they're going to have to either keep this up or jump off. They're not going to have a choice anymore. And that's what I keep saying. Every time these things roll out, more people are veering off the path, doing their U-turns and coming back. They don't want this. People have had enough. They can see where it's headed. I know not all can see where it's headed. Oh, we know where it's headed, to the capital. Just like the Hunger Games. We'll be fighting over food, fighting for a few dollars. Oh, I'll see what else we get today. Yeah, they just want us to behave. We've known this all along. If you're watching my channel, we know that they just want us to behave and sit in our school chairs with our arms crossed and answer the questions and put our hands up. If we want to speak, we have to put our hand up until we're spoken to. It is like going back in time to being children in a school classroom. That's what government wants. They want to get control of all of us. But of course, we know they're not going to get control of us because we're already in detention over here, actually, behind Wilson's fence. We're already in detention, and we actually like detention. We don't care about it because that gives us freedom to go and do whatever we want. So I'm definitely getting that. That's the visual that the guides are giving me, is that they want us to be in this like regimented school classroom system. And it's that point scoring. Like we all know the credit systems are coming. So, you know, if you pass your exam, for example, this is the most tiring process. Sorry, guys. When I get a lot of yawning, it means exhaustion. And exhaustion from every angle. From us, from people waking up. Oh, gosh, from everyone. People protesting. But this is what I'm getting. They want you to kind of earn, like if you get 80%, then that's good. You can go and have your holiday. But if you've been like us and only done 20% of your work, or you're not going to get rewarded because you didn't do the right things and you're not up to your 8th jab, so you don't get those meal vouchers for that restaurant, or you can't go to the movies. We know this is where it's all heading. But now these people waking up are starting to know where this is all heading. Because if they don't start keeping up, they're going to start losing things from their life, just like we did. But, of course, they didn't think that would ever happen to them. But as we all knew, it was always going to happen to them. Around fuel, carbon emissions, farms are getting touched, all these other avenues starting to show. The pandemic was just the first stepping stone towards the great big 4th Industrial Revolution, or the 2030 agenda. I'll see if there's any closing messages today. Yeah, I'm getting England. England, it's time. Your parliamentary leaders are the masters of manipulation. They're manipulating things to go their way. I think we all knew that was going to happen anyway. These things are rigged. We know that. I feel like that's all being done by like coercion. They're directing that into the formula that they want it to go. Yeah. England, UK. That's unfolding. That's unfolding beautifully in the scheme of things, meaning the global leader situation. I think we're going to have another global leader on our hands there. Sad to say, but like I said, it's not all doom and gloom. Sometimes you just got to go with it, because sometimes it's also not part of our reality. Even though it can be happening like over there and we can see it, it's our response to it and how we react that will have the impact and the effect on us. I'll just see if there's anything else for us today. Yeah, I get that a lot, just for us not to give in. Don't give in. Stay true to our beliefs and our like honor systems. We have to honor our own self and our beliefs and our thoughts without any contracting. We can't contract back into those old feelings and emotions of fears, hurts, angers, being tormented and sad and angry. We can't go back there. We have to keep moving forward and blossoming and growing. And it's showing me like visuals of springtime, which I'm coming into very soon here in Australia. I'm getting so excited. But this is what I'm getting. We're blossoming into those like tulips and daffodils, and we're really starting to sort of find that sunlight. It's like if you think of the big sunflower, they always like grow and they grow really big and they point towards the sun. So they follow like the light. And that's what we're like. We're like these big, strong sunflowers that just turn wherever that sunlight is, and that we follow the light to keep ourselves kind of strong. And that's also a part of us like shining our light and just I guess if you think also it's showing me of the sunflower is that it has a lot of seeds in it. You think of the black in the middle of the sunflower, has thousands and thousands of the black sunflower seeds, and we're the ones that planted a lot of these seeds, and now they're really blossoming and they're growing to full capacity. So I'm definitely getting that. So just keep your energy up now. This is a really crucial time to just stay really strong in your energy. And it's saying like all those seeds we've planted, don't have any doubt that they're growing and they're coming to fruition as well. Things in a garden don't always grow at the same pace and the same speed. Like we're sort of like this fully grown daffodil, and now there's like these little like budlets. They're showing me like the little green sort of stalks and stems, I don't know what you call them, shooting up through the dirt. They're starting to come and reach up and reach for that sunlight, and that's the people waking up. So that's the image I'm going to leave you with today. We're now the big daffodils, looking for that sunlight, which is just looking for that warmth in our life, looking for that like inner glow. We keep creating it, and we keep searching for it, and we just keep just staying really healthy and strong. And that is physically, mentally, but most of all spiritually. And that's the message I'm going to leave you with today. We're the big sunflowers today. So look, take care everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. There's not much left of it. It's Sunday here. And I'll say goodbye from Australia. Don't forget to subscribe, hit those like buttons, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care everybody. Bye.